My name is Mike Stanec. The things that keep you going, that is probably your failures that you learn from them, and the mistakes you make is more valuable than the success. You know, success comes naturally if you're pursuing and keep pushing forward through all those failures. A lot of guys want to just, they're trying to give up and they go on to something else. But if you got the right mindset and you want to keep going, that's where you'll succeed.
Yeah, I like you, Mr. Mike. I like how you think. What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Motivation on Wheels. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, DeepntheT.R.A.P. We back with another episode. And this time we got Mr. Mike Stanec, the owner of the body shop. He's been in the game for a little less than 10 years. And he's gonna show you guys how to go from 0 to 100K, scaling your own body shop. Let's welcome Mr. Mike to the channel. All right, Mr. Mike, man, welcome to DeepntheT.R.A.P. And thank you for giving us your time and allowing us, and your trap is what we call it, your business. Why don't you introduce yourself and give us a little bit about your background?
My name is Mike Stanec. I grew up here in Austintown, and I actually started working out at the body shop back in 1992. So I've been going there for over 30 years. And then I actually purchased it when a chance came up to buy it about 8 years ago. And it was a good thing since.
We see that. So talk about, because honestly, that's actually interesting right off the bat. Talk about how do you go from working out at the gym to the conversation even being sparked about you buying it, because you got somebody that's watching this and they might be working out at the gym and it might be crossing their mind. They probably thinking something like this is impossible. So
with me, it was kind of a unique situation. The gym, it was kind of deteriorating over the years, and they weren't making money, so they were looking to sell it. And they started asking around. They approached me because they know I've been a member there since 1992, and so we just started negotiating for a couple of months, and eventually we agreed on a price, and I took it over and kind of renovated the whole thing and took it to a different direction than where it was going.
So you said you've been working out since 92, or probably a little bit longer than that. You come from an athletic background, or? Yeah,
I went to Austin Fitch, and I played football there, and then went on to YSU and then arena football.
Linebacker?
Yeah, linebacker.
Look, caught her right off the back. Linebacker. So tell us a little bit about, far as where is the mindset coming from, far as let's just say from maybe high school, playing football, to working out, to developing this mindset of entrepreneurship?
I guess the mindset is, whether it's football or school or business, you just got to have that mindset that you want to win. You want to be the best that you can be, and it doesn't happen overnight. It takes a lot of work and determination. You're gonna fail along the way. You just gotta keep getting back up and keep trying until you get it right.
And that's key. A lot of entrepreneurs that I sit down with, that's the main thing they say. They say they never stop learning, and most of them say they still trying to this day.
Absolutely. I mean, the things that keep you going, that is probably your failures that you learn from them, and the mistakes you make is more valuable than the success. The success comes naturally if you're pursuing and keep pushing forward through all those failures. A lot of guys want to just, they're trying to give up and they go on to something else. But if you got the right mindset and you want to keep going, that's where you'll succeed.
Yeah, I like you, Mr. Mike. I like how you think. Okay, so talk about when you took over the gym. What were some of your first steps to getting it off the ground? Because I'm pretty sure you had to go in there and make some changes or whatnot.
Specifically to my gym, when I purchased it, it was little things, like the way it was set up. All the cardio was in the back. I wanted to move all the cardio to the front to make it more friendly to, the body shop's always been kind of a image of just meatheads, muscle guys. So we want it to be welcoming when it's not the meathead, when older people and women coming in there. So they're not just walking into guys benching and squatting and deadlifting. It's more relaxing when you walk in and you see people doing cardio that are just like you.
I got you. I like that idea too, because most people don't see, and this is good. Like that's why a lot of these businesses, like the Big Lots and the J.C. Penney's and the Tupperwares and you know what I mean. A lot of them businesses I was studying, they running out of business because they not being innovative. Talk about that a little bit.
I mean, it's just kind of, you know, for me, it's kind of, I wanted to make it a gym where it was welcome to everybody. I mean, the main competitor around here is obviously Planet Fitness, and, you know, they have a good thing going. It's because it's, you know, they don't judge it. That's what you get. You get a bigger clientele of the women and younger people and people that aren't so much in shape, like the image of the body shop with just a bunch of muscle heads.
Right.
So we had to change that image, and we're still working on it, but I think we're doing a good job.
Yeah.
You know, we're making it more user friendly to everybody and not just one specific type of client.
Right. So I understand like that gym already had probably some equipment and whatnot in it, but at some point as you like buying equipment, or like how do we go about finding equipment, and what's the
if somebody's starting off right off the bat, I would say the big thing is, I mean, gym equipment's extremely expensive to buy it brand new, but if you just get online and look around, you could find equipment at, you know, a tenth of the price. And my thing was, I bought a lot of used equipment that, you know, looks brand new. I just got it reupholstered, a lot of it, which is, you know, pennies on the dollar compared to buying it brand new. And then you could basically load your gym up with, you know, a whole facility for a quarter of the price.
So I hope y'all taking the notes down, because like basically he's saying, like, don't look at his gym, don't compare his 10-year journey to your 1-year journey. Like, you know what I mean? You just now gonna begin to start off. So to take the route he just gave you, go on Craigslist or Marketplace or, you know, a couple other sites, and, you know, just get to shopping around to find you something on the little cheaper end, build it up, and then before you could, you know, build up a floor plan to get, you know, some more, the more nicer equipment.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and it's not, you don't have to do it all at once, you know, just, I did it, you know, a couple pieces at a time, whatever you could afford. You buy a new piece, you invest in your business, you know, as you're making money, you spend the money back into business.
All right, and I don't have this one right now, but because you just brought up a valid point, because a lot of people, especially like a lot of us new up and coming entrepreneurs, we think when we make the money, we supposed to go shopping, vacation. Talk about like how long, you don't got to get no numbers in it, but talk about how long before you became profitable to where you was able to like start seeing some money to be able to start, you know, taking.
No, you're right. It's a good point. I mean, when I bought the gym, obviously your initial investment takes a long time to get back. I would say the first 2 to 3 years, I took a loss, and then I started finally breaking even, and then after that, you know, maybe year 4, started finally seeing a little bit of profit. But even then, like I said, the profit didn't go in my pockets. I invested back into the gym and the business. But you know, you stay on that path, and eventually you'll start making some money.
Again, be taking all these notes, because that was definitely good. He said he was losing money for a minute, then he started breaking even, started seeing a little bit, and even once he started seeing that little bit of money, it wasn't time for him to go. He didn't go on a vacation. He didn't say, "Oh, I feel like I've been working for 2, 3. I've been losing money all this time. Now I've seen something. Let me go on a vacation." He put it back in the business, and now y'all see what the outcome is. So another thing, you guys, he owned his business with his daughter. She was, you know, sick, and so she couldn't be on. But so I want to ask you a question that I wanted to ask her the same thing. But talk about, like, how have Caitlin inspired you, like, as far as being a partner with her and a father with her, like?
Oh yeah, I mean, for me, that's been probably the most rewarding part of all of this. Is she was in high school when I bought it, and she wasn't so sure at the time. She didn't really work out, and then she got involved right off the bat. It's basically become her life, you know, working out constantly. She's in great shape, and then she, to the point where she just took it over, where I kind of just sit back. She runs the whole thing now. She's managing, you know, the basketball court and the gym, and she's doing a really good job.
Wow. How do a father know, like, to partner with their kid, though? Like what are some signs, or like what is you teaching her, or did you building this up already for her? Like,
yeah, it wasn't something I planned on. I mean, she graduated high school, she went to college, she went to WashU. She actually got her bachelor's, and then she got her master's. And in the meantime, she started off by just making the schedule here, being a manager, and then she got more and more involved. And then it got to the point where once we moved into the new facility, it was going to take a lot more time, a lot more demand. She quit her full-time job and is doing this full-time now.
Wow. That's good.
Yeah, it's great. I mean,
and how old is she?
She'll be 26 in March.
Wow. Good job, Mr. Mike.
Thank you.
No, good job.
Thanks.
Good job, man.
That's the best part about working with her.
Huh?
Yeah, it's nice working with her,
Yeah, that's motivation though, because I'm working with my baby girl. She 11, and I be trying to teach her a little. Matter of fact, you see me with her.
Yeah, see you playing basketball.
Yeah. So I just try to be consistent with her with little stuff just now. Like even in my business, her job is to fill up the gas cans, and she get paid every Friday. She get paid when everybody else get paid, and I don't cheat her out of her money or none of that. She get paid, and I tell her how to, you put a couple dollars in your pocket, put some in your bank account, or put some in your stock account. Like she got a stock account that she had for the past couple of years. You know what I mean? So I'm showing her just little stuff, and I wish I could have pulled her out of school so she could have been able to see, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's good, man.
No, that's the most important thing, is just being consistent with them. And kids catch on. They know if you're a good role model for them, I think they'll end up doing good themselves.
Yeah. So what systems or processes do you all use that's key to like running this business? And then you pretty much said she run like the basketball court. So what's your role in the business?
Well, me and her do it together. I mean, she's mainly handling the scheduling and the staff and everything. For me, it was mostly getting the construction, getting everything built, and then helping her out whenever she needs help with some of her questions. But it's kind of getting to the point where handing it off to her, because she's been doing it for several years now.
What type of systems do you guys use?
The system we use, a software program called GlowFox, is the system that we use for the gym. It's a system where everybody checks in and keeps track of the financials and the gym memberships. Now,
this is a way bigger establishment than where you're coming from. So is this the one that you recommend them to start off with, or just
start off with I would use GlowFox. It's a good software program, whether you're a small business or big business. It's good for both.
Okay, yeah, because and the only reason I'm asking this for you guys is because I wanted, which he can probably verify, like some softwares be for small businesses and some be for bigger businesses. So GlowFox is something for you guys to go check out for as a CRM. That way you guys could, have some type of system in you guys' businesses, so it's not so complicated for you guys. You want to make it easy as possible. How do we decide on memberships and pricing packages?
Well, I guess a couple things involved with that. I mean, one is your competitors in the area. You got to get people through the door. Planet Fitness makes it tough because $10 a month,
And that's what they charge?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, that's their base model, and then I think the black card is 15 and up. But so they make it tough, but they can do that because they have thousands and thousands of members. So
thousands and thousands of locations.
Yeah. So other gyms, mom and pop gyms like us, you can't really do that because you can't keep the doors open. So it's a fine line. We want to keep it as low as we can without hurting ourselves, where we got to be able to stay open. So I think we found that point. I think we're the cheapest gym around other than Planet Fitness. All the other gyms are closer to $50, $60 a month, and we're 25 to 30 a month.
And all the value you guys at sauna machines, tanning and yoga, and you guys offer you offer a lot though.
Yeah, we do offer a lot.
For what you get.
It's a good value.
And it's a one-stop shop. You got the smoothie. You guys so I mean, the value there, that's what they say. If the value here, the price here, then you ain't gonna have a problem with getting the customer to buy.
Yeah, exactly.
And what I was thinking about too when I was on my way over here? I said, owning a gym and having that membership is kind of like a Netflix type business. That reoccurring, that membership, and them is some of the best business models to have, because you get that reoccurring, and then you kind of build that moat around your business to where you can keep the churn rate not so high. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that's one of the things that we did was we turned to, we don't accept cash, we accept credit cards only. And the reason we do that is because that way you can get a credit card on file. And like, right now we have about 2,500 members. And if you didn't have a credit card on file, it's pretty hard to go around asking 2,500 people every single month, hey, your payment's due. So you get that, set up automatic payment, then it eliminates a lot of that where you're not chasing people around every month.
And when you build a database up like that, it's easier to market. Because now you can, all in the one click of a button, send out emails, send out promotions.
Yeah, that's where GlowFox comes in play. You can send a mass email out to all 2,500 members with one click.
Man, see, there goes dropping down getting some gems for y'all. How do we know when it's time to start hiring staff, and then like what type of what's the process? Like, is you training them before you like how do that go?
Yeah, when we hire a new staff member, we have them work with one of the current staff members for at least 2 to 3 shifts just to teach them how to learn the software program and the process and things that we're asking of them. But they catch on pretty quick. It's not rocket science over here. It's basically the computer and then just being friendly and helpful to the clients.
So this is another question is, should we have any type of insurance? Like, what about like the insurance? What if somebody get a weight fall on somebody's foot or something?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter what business you have. You should always open up like.
I mean, true. I guess in that.
Yeah, an LLC or a corporation, and you're gonna have to have insurance. And then also in the gym business, that's another part of GlowFox, where when you sign a new member up, it makes them sign a waiver for liability if in case they do get hurt. It doesn't fall back on the owner.
Wow, wow, GlowFox, that's where it's gonna be at for y'all, huh? One-stop shop, GlowFox. Okay, what was the biggest challenge you faced to get into 100K?
I guess for me, it wasn't really looking at numbers. It was just, like I said, when I first opened, it was, losing money. So it was just stay the course, and it'll come. The numbers will get bigger. As you get more clients and you're making people happy, and just you gotta listen to the needs of the community. Whatever your business is, what do they want? You gotta supply and demand. Whatever they're asking for, if you could provide it, they're gonna come, and then you'll hit your numbers.
That's good right there. So sometimes maybe in some business in some situations don't so much just focus on the numbers, just focus on being consistent. That's basically what he's saying. Just focus on being consistent, and the numbers, you're gonna surpass that 100K or whatever it is, the number that you might be trying to hit. What were some early mistakes you made earlier on, and tell us about some early mistakes you might have made early on to where it was where you could have lost everything.
I mean, going back to when I was younger, I made a lot of mistakes, and financially, but you got to take risk. I mean, I was in a situation twice where my house was in foreclosure, and just had to go out and work 3 jobs at a time. Where I was working during the day, doing side jobs, building things, working as a janitor at night. But those are the things you got to do. You just got to keep hustling and hustling to get by until you make it.
Wow. So basically, as he's sitting up here telling you guys, like, you might not start off making the money you want to make right off the bat. It's going to take you some time to make some money. And even with that, you still might run the risk of damn near losing everything to accomplish your goal. But even facing adversity, you still didn't ever give up.
No.
So tell us, what's motivating you? What's keeping you going? I
mean, my motivation was probably my kids. I mean, I had my daughter when I was 21. And I have 4 kids now, and just wanted to be able to provide for them, be a good role model for them. So, if you fail, failing wasn't an option. It's like, okay, this didn't work. Let me keep trying. Let me get it right next time.
Yeah, you definitely got a great head on your shoulder. I can see why. So the other kids must be younger.
Yeah, Caitlin's the oldest. She's 26.
Okay.
I got an 18-year-old, a 8-year-old, and a 3-year-old. They're all spread out.
I got you. And the little French bulldog.
Yeah,
I got a little French bulldog too. So, well, I guess we ain't gonna focus on the 100K because you said don't really focus on that. But just give us 3 steps to scaling your business, or scaling they first business, I should say.
Yeah, I mean, 3 things is, first thing is just get a plan. Get a plan together. Write it down. You got to set goals, because if you don't have those goals and you're just kind of scatterbrained, and they don't have to be long-term goals to start out. It's probably better to make short-term goals that you see yourself achieving them, and then when you hit that goal, go to the next one. So set the goal. Get out, execute it, and don't stop. Just never be satisfied. You got to keep. I think entrepreneurs, the biggest thing is don't be afraid to take a chance, because a lot of people get in a comfort zone, even with their jobs. They don't like their job, but they're comfortable. They're scared to, well, if I quit this job, what am I going to do? To be an entrepreneur and make it happen, you just got to take that chance, and it's not going to work all the time, but okay, it didn't work. Let's go to the next one. Let's figure it out.
Man, that's good. That's good. And you right. I know a lot of people like that they complain about they don't want to go to work, and you could just tell like the job is taking their whole life away, and it's just like, because they know Friday coming.
Yeah.
$600 guaranteed. They don't want to risk losing that. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, man, you could at least. I'm to the point where like, at least if you gonna, like most of these jobs that people work at, they don't even know. Like, you can be investing into these companies. You can be investing into your job. Mm-hmm. You're working at a General Motors or a Walmart, or if I'm gonna at least be there for 5 or 10 years, let me at least learn about the company, invest into it, get some type of ownership, some type of benefits from just being here, not just, you know what I mean? So it's just like, find a way to at least be a part of the company if you're gonna be there for a long period of time. Find a way to add value to the company and find a way to make a difference in the company. And for real, that $600 could turn into a salary. That salary could turn into, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you just gotta have a different mindset about, like he said, taking a chance.
Yeah, take a chance.
You gotta just take a chance, man. You ain't gonna get it right all the time, but all it takes is really that one time.
That's right.
That's all it really takes.
But you don't want to go through life, what if,
Yeah.
regretting that you didn't try. So you got to try.
Yeah. Even with me, a lot of stuff, Mr. Mike, like I said, like even what I was just telling you about the lawn care stuff, like I didn't know that was gonna work. Remember I told you I didn't know that was gonna work.
Chance.
I just took a chance.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And honestly, it changed my life. It got me out the streets, you know what I mean? And changed my family life, you know what I mean? I know a lot about business. I learned a lot about business. I was able to self-educate myself. Like, taking that one chance literally changed my whole life. My whole life, you know what I mean? And now I'm able to help other people change their life.
Yeah, absolutely.
You feel what I'm saying? So what would you do different then, Mr. Mike? Give us some advice. If you could start all over right now, like what would you do different?
Well, I don't know. It's to say I do things different. There's probably a lot of things I do different, in hindsight, but it's kind of unrealistic because you just don't know at the time, I think, like I talked about earlier, I think it's the mistakes you make along the way is probably what helps you learn the most. So it's probably beneficial to make those mistakes, or else, when everything's just handed to you and it's easy, you don't appreciate it and you don't learn anything. But when it's a hard road and you do it yourself, you appreciate it more and you learn more.
For sure. Like, definitely when you do it yourself, you appreciate it more. You look at it different, you treat it different, you cherish it, versus it being just handed out to you. So I agree with you on that too. What's been the most rewarding part of owning and scaling this gym besides partnering with your daughter?
I was gonna say that's easy. It's been, working with my daughter, but besides my daughter, I would say, being able to have a business in the community where I grew up.
Yeah, that's dope.
I'm a Fitch guy. I grew up here in Austin town, and it's nice to see, the people from the community are coming here and they're using the facility, and especially like we're starting this youth league for basketball. It's nice seeing all the little kids out there. They have a place to go. That's
dope. That got to be one of the biggest rewards. And then probably seeing like some of your friends probably come through the doors that you went to school with.
Yeah.
Probably teachers and just a whole long list of, you know what I mean? So I can only imagine, like, you know what I mean? How do you know when it's time to be, because you got, like you said, y'all got the smoothie machine, the smoothie business. So how do you know when it's time to add like different entities to the business? Or diversify, I should say?
It's probably, business specific. The only reason I added the smoothie bar, I probably would never have of, but I see like businesses like Pulp, and I go in there and they're busy and they're successful. So it hit me. I'm like, all right, we're opening this new gym. I mean, I wonder, we attach it right, sell some healthy food, some healthy shakes and stuff. People, I assume, would want to jump all over that. So it's just kind of an opportunity that I didn't want to miss out on.
And then I'm pretty sure you going to Pulp and you seeing such and such, like, damn, didn't I just see you at the gym?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm pretty sure you've seen a lot of that.
Oh, yeah.
So can you tell us how to, like, because another thing, as I'm sitting here, I'm noticing, like, you able to, like, find gaps in the market. Like, tell us how can we do that so we could take advantage to be ahead of the game?
Yeah, it's just different opportunities to make money. It's another thing that we do. We sell a lot of clothing. We kind of have our body shop brand, where it's an opportunity. People are proud to be members here. They like wearing our apparel. Same thing with drinks, protein drinks and cold drinks. Obviously it's cheaper to order them on Amazon for somebody, but it's convenient. They're at the gym. They want an energy drink or pre-workout. It's right there. It's cold, so they're willing to pay for it. So it's back to the supply and demand. People have a need for it, so we're going to sell it to them.
You said they got a need for it. I'm gonna sell it to them. Yeah, and it's not outside of what we're doing, so it only makes sense. Huh?
Yeah.
All right. Where you see the business at in the next 5 years?
Well, that's yet to be known. I mean, my goal when we moved to the bigger side my goal was to hit 3,000 members is what I wanted to do. And
you're almost there right now.
We're almost there. Hopefully we'll get there. And then, once we get to 3,000, like I said, we'll set new goals and we'll see if we can reach those too.
Tell us what do trust, relationships, assets. I just changed it back to assets. We was on the accountability, but the accountability and principles kept aligning with each other. So tell us what trust, relationship, assets, principles mean to you, starting with trust.
I mean, I think probably one of the biggest things to be successful in anybody's business is your employees. So you got to have good employees, and the only way to have good employees is treat them with respect, make them enjoy coming to work. So if you have good employees, appreciate them, let them know you appreciate them, and they'll give back to you. And that's what's going to run your business.
That's good. All right, tell us what relationships mean to you.
I mean, relationships, like we just talked about with the employees, relationship with my daughter, relationship with the members, relationship with employees, just, if people feel welcome and trust you and want to be around you, they're more likely to keep coming back. So you got to build those relationships.
Assets.
I mean, the assets come, the asset is the business. So, at the end of the day, that's what's important financially. So you got to protect your asset. You got to keep, putting the money back into it to build it. Keep making it better and bigger.
Principles?
Your principles are basically, the person you are. What kind of moral values and principles do you have? I think people can read you, and they're going to only want to be around you and be part of your business if you got good principles.
Yes, sir. Mr. Mike, man, it's been awesome sitting down with you. It's been good talking with you, Mr. Mike. Again, thank you for your time.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Listen, I learned a lot, so I know they took a ton of notes, you know what I mean? I look forward to working with you again, man.
Yeah.
Again, thank you, brother.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate
All
it.
right. Thanks, guy.
We'll see y'all on the next episode. Stay motivated, stay prayed up, and don't forget I still trap.